What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast and Review.
That's right.
Good evening. What's up, Tiff?
Happy Wednesday. What's up?
Oh,
It
so
was
good to be
a lovely
back.
day. A lovely rainy day. That's all we get anymore. Just rain and rain and rain.
The trickling noise in the background has been placed in its permanent place now. Has
That's
been
right.
moved.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Yeah. The fish tank moved. I'm like, that's so poetic. What are you saying?
Who let the bulls out? What's up? President Charlotte sometimes. Bro Fist, what's up? Dragon Slayer, what's up, brother? Cinnamon One, good evening. Patty, good evening.
Yes.
So
we
good to see you
moved
guys.
The fish tank.
We moved the
and
fish tank.
Put our small library in instead.
Yeah, so, okay, we have a lot of news to get into.
That's
okay,
right.
like normal.
That's right.
But don't be dismayed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That a lot of these, wars and rumors of war and all this stuff, of course there could be hard times.
Well, and it just...
But that's more or less just a signal for us to do what we can to the best of our ability
Right.
to become as self-reliant and ready for
That's
whatever might come.
And in my opinion, there's a handful of kind of, serious things that are at play right now, but only a handful. Everything else is old news or things that keep getting regurgitated in the media.
That's right.
A lot of old videos, a lot of old things just to keep people in angst, just to keep people, emotionally charged. And so, just keep that in mind because it's hard for me, especially when I see families affected. Or mass deaths or fighting and stuff. Like, I don't like to see that. I'm very empathetic, and so it hurts me.
Yeah, like earlier we were watching Kendall Gray on YouTube.
Yeah,
And he was going through the areas affected in Kentucky.
that's right.
And now that it's like a month later or some time has gone by, that the media coverage isn't really covering as much. Kind of like what would happen with us, and especially down in the in other areas after hurricanes.
Ida, right.
Like
it was kind of it really didn't get a lot of coverage as is, only about maybe a week, and then it was back to normal. But we went like 6 weeks with no power.
That's right.
Like we as in the state.
Oh no, some folks went a long time.
Oh yeah. And so it just, my heart goes out to them. There's there's several sad stories,
Right.
but there's a lot of families that were really harshly impacted, and I just spend a minute. I don't want to boast, but just spend a minute in prayer for those families.
That's right.
For peace and comfort in these times.
That's right. For everyone.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Cinnamon One, doing good, still planting and harvesting, putting away food for the winter.
Amen. I am too. I'm planning out my fall garden.
We're trying.
This was my first year having a successful garden, albeit I got great yield quantities, but my qualities were not quite as big as I wanted.
We've done good off and on.
Yeah, but I learned a lot along the way this year, and
Right.
things I want to do different. So I'm really excited
Soil
about
testing.
Yeah.
Now we're really finding our stride.
Well,
with-
and even so much as just like what works good together, because if you have, two plants that both need a lot of, nitrogen, let's say, they're going to both be suckers. Whereas if you put, one nitrogen sucker with something that doesn't need all that, or quite as much, I don't know, you can complement, plants together.
Right.
And
there's some stuff that you're not supposed to grow next to each
That's
other.
right. That's right.
Austin, dude, what's up? Duck, that's
right.
my homeboy from day one.
Yeah. Well,
That was cringy, but long time best friend. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. That's that dude is like I go to him a lot for counsel and advice.
That's
He's got a lot of experience in a lot of wide ranges. So
well, we keep trying
when my air condition goes out, or if I'm like working on something, usually he's like the guy you can go to.
That's right. Well, and electricity, and
Not just electricity.
You were trying to talk him into doing a podcast or something, because like he's got a lot of knowledge. So like
I'm not putting you on the spot.
No offense, but he was a firefighter. Now he's a sheriff's. Well, okay, now I'm just spilling all the beans, but I'm just saying there's a lot of knowledge there, a lot of first aid, a lot of wealth of knowledge there. It could really be shared.
Week is going well, working on finishing a script. So, like for a skit, because me and Tiff, we talk about doing skits all the time. So you guys might want to watch out. We might do a skit. Austin might be in the skit. I don't know. Years ago, when we were still doing all the protests and riot coverage, we were talking about doing a skit where it was like an escalating situation of three little pigs.
Right.
And then it's like,
why you need 2A.
Why you need the pew pew,
If mace doesn't work, and then you go to the second house and a taser doesn't work, and then, the third house has...
Mace works.
I'm just saying for the premise of... No, you have seen some crazy videos with some crazy people running through mace and so anyway, it can get a little crazy.
Yeah, so let's buckle up. We got a wild night, a lot to talk about, as usual. But we wanted to hang out and say what was up.
That's right.
We'll hang out at the end as well. I had to get my roof fixed this past week. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Then this week, a 70-foot tall pecan tree
was eaten by termites.
So had to have that felled.
Money going out the window quick.
That's right.
Unavoidable, yeah. Well, we will pray for you, Cinnamon One. I know.
Oh, that's awesome, Dragon Slayer. I can't wait for that. I'll be looking for the notification.
Video to premiere. Awesome.
Notification.
Awesome.
All right, let's get into it. I still will gladly spray you with OC for science. Oh man, no.
It hasn't lost its it's lost its climate for that skit.
Perhaps.
We waited too long.
We can figure out a video for science.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's been a while since
we... Do you have a heart condition?
It's been a while since we've been to the range. It's been a while since we've done any video covering like us.
We should do a boat ride.
A boat ride video or like a shooting guns video.
Yep. Just a good old Louisiana Falls coming up.
Yeah.
We should have taken
Be on the lookout for those. Those videos are coming up too.
That's right.
Artificial Loneliness Lab. Good to see you, brother. What's happening? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah. So let's hop into this. I got a lot of news. Okay, I'm sorry. Boom. Macron warns sacrifices ahead after end of abundance. Which I know. This is, France news. This is the French Prime Minister. But, when you see these things in the headlines... And especially, did you guys see the sketchy way that Macron was, came up to Biden and was like, Saudi Arabia told him that, you know what I mean? Like, you see how he communicates? I feel like he's kind of a communicator, you know what I mean? And an article coming out, he's the one saying, warning of, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
this feels like a modern day let them eat cake moment.
You know how you see things happen in other places and then it kind of happens in other places?
Right.
And
right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a domino effect. One country does it and then it trickles down.
Let me see if this has a video. Okay. Probably shouldn't have clicked that.
What we are living through is a time of great upheaval. Firstly, because we are witnessing, and not just since this summer, but over the past few years, the end of what we might have seen as abundance. And for those who enjoyed it, it is also the end of a carefree time. Our freedom, the liberty to which we have grown accustomed to in our lives, has a price, and sometimes when we have to defend it,
now you see what he wants you to sacrifice.
Right.
We have to make certain sacrifices as we fight to defend it.
Called it.
Well, I mean, and it's true, of course. We all know that with rising costs of everything, people are going to have to make cuts. But I'm so sketched when I hear sacrifice in the news of any type. I'm like, well, what kind of sacrifices are we talking about here? You know?
I mean, just kind of an alarming article. Rainbows are made by God. Make sure you go fishing if you do a boat video. Well, Austin's kind of my guy. You know what I mean? He's got the slick whip with the boat.
We should have got alligator tags. Dang it.
Yeah.
It's almost gator season.
Yeah, we should have got alligator tags. So, look, a little funny haha doom break.
Yes.
Listen, Gen Z, when I give you advice, you better take it, okay? I'm your elder. I was born in the 1900s.
That gets me right in the giggles. I think that is just hilarious. I'm your elder. Okay,
I
I was
love
born in
calling.
the 1900s.
I love calling 1990 the late 1900s. Drives millennials mad.
1900s, and it blows their mind. I tell my 4 and 6-year-old that I was born in the 1900s, and it blows their minds.
What do you think about that? Millennials talking to the Gen Z.
Can we play it one more time? She just cracks me up.
When I give you advice, you better take it, okay? I'm your elder. I was born in the 1900s. Listen, Jen.
Okay. I'm your elder. Okay, I was born in the 1900s.
All right, so we switch gears back into some.
Boston says, I know a guy. I'll make something happen.
I know a guy. I'll make something happen.
That's for that gator, yo.
Footage that purportedly shows Russian munitions striking Marinka, Ukraine.
That's right.
It's a very loud footage too. I'm gonna turn it down. The forbidden rain.
I am ashamed to say how beautiful it is. I know that that's terrible. I'm so sorry. But do you know what? This looks like the real life scenario of what's happening on that Gears of War music. You know, that classical. You know what I'm talking
what's
about?
up?
It's Gears of War, and it's like crazy the commercial. It's like crazy rampage.
Yes.
But like this beautiful classical music is playing.
Yes.
And so it's like a symphony of destruction.
I know
this
what you're saying.
looks like a live version of that.
It's
Now,
not
are
munitions.
those-
It's spicy. It's spicy snow.
Where I'm like, are those exploding? Are those
No,
hurting
I don't
people?
think those are. I think these are just After Effects.
Well, then, so it can be pretty. It's okay for it to be pretty.
Or it's radioactive.
Dang it!
I
Why do you
mean-
have to ruin it? This is as close to Disney as real life gets.
Dragon Slayer says white phosphorus.
Is that bad?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I know it burns real hot.
Oh yeah, okay. So don't let it land on you.
All right. Switching gears.
So pretty. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Well, praying for everyone over there.
Can you imagine though that like, I'm glad he got this footage. Hopefully, I'm presuming he's okay. So
Do not let the sparkly snowflakes land on your tongue.
No, definitely don't.
Biden reportedly set to forgive 10K student debt for Americans earning over six figures.
How do y'all feel about this?
Well, I'm sure I know how a lot of folks feel. Unsurprisingly, wealthier Americans will be the prime beneficiaries of the White House's soon-to-be announced student loan forgiveness scheme.
Right.
Guess who's paying for these handouts for rich college graduates?
I feel like when you're earning six figures, 10,000 isn't really that big of a deal.
Right.
And so it's kind of like,
Well,
okay,
we're still going to be the ones paying for it.
absolutely. If so they won't notice it, but we will. Meaning they won't really notice the $10,000 debt that's, you know what I mean? When you operate,
You better believe it.
when you operate in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and things like that, $10,000 is just nothing. Or just, the bigger the bankroll, the more zeros you have to add before anybody cares. I feel like.
My mortgage identifies as a student loan.
That's right.
You want to help shave a little off there?
That's right.
No.
Because, if you think about it, right? Okay. So, like, I'm a student of life learning how to be a professional homeowner.
Right.
And I had to buy this house.
That's right.
In order to do that education.
Yeah.
And
so weren't the I don't want to sound too offensive, but weren't the trans just given disability?
Oh,
so
that's
like
right.
if you're trans, you're also able to be disabled.
Wow.
You qualify for disability if you're trans now. So, Yep.
That's insulting. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that if you stop and think about it,
Yikes.
you're disabled. So
But they see it as a good thing.
well, I guess
Anyway.
that's depending on your point of view.
Next topic. Whole Foods is sued over no antibiotics ever beef claim.
Okay, I need to read this because, I'm very picky about our foods. Whole Foods Market was sued on Tuesday by 3 consumers and animal welfare nonprofit in a lawsuit accusing the Amazon.com Inc. Unit of falsely marketing beef with the slogan, "No antibiotics ever." The proposed class action said recent independent laboratory testing found that Whole Foods beef contained antibiotic and other pharmaceutical residue, meaning that cattle had been treated with antibiotics or other pharmaceuticals. I done knew it. I knew they was doing this. Dang it. I hate their dumb words and their lying, scheming ways.
Yeah, it's their lies, man.
All right.
Because, I would feel like anytime I have to be careful about eating red meat. I don't know what it is about it.
We do know now. We were eating meat that wasn't real. You know what I mean? Like, it's not supposed to be marbled like that. A little bit of fat, but it's not supposed to have all that marbling.
Yeah.
But listen now, we made friends with one of our local farms. And so I'm super excited because, you get to actually know where your beef is coming from, like directly. Like I can see the cows, and I know that seems a little messed up, but it's not. I'm happy they're doing good. They're living life, for now, and so
it's all a part of their plan.
Right.
Whole Foods markets at least 42 beef products as free of antibiotics and charges substantial price premiums based on that claim, according to the complaint filed in the federal court in Santa Ana, California. Wait. That's also, isn't that, or is it Santa Clara? I'm sorry, that reminded me of that Netflix cannibalism where like.
Oh yeah, no, the Santa.
Drew Barrymore.
I think it is Santa Ana.
Or is it's Santa Clarita Diet?
That's right.
Or something like that. Anyway, not the same thing, but we're talking about meats, and that made me think of. Neither Whole Foods nor Amazon immediately responded to requests for comment. Farm Forward said its mission includes efforts to promote conscientious food choices, reduce farmed animal suffering, and advance sustainable agriculture. The complaint said lab tests in 2021 and 2022 of meat samples from 6 Whole Foods locations in Chicago, Salt Lake City, San Francisco, and Virginia revealed the presence of pharmaceutical residue, including antibiotic residue.
Dang it.
It also said that after learning from Farm Forward about the results in April, Whole Foods chief executive John Mackey unsubscribed from the nonprofit's email list after having been on a board member and mailing list recipient for over a decade. Mackey is not a defendant in the lawsuit. The plaintiffs want Whole Foods to correct how it markets its beef and pay unspecified compensatory. I'm so sorry.
Punitive damages to shoppers who overpaid. Hey, I'm all aboard. Okay, hold on. Somebody said that volume is a bit low.
Volume?
Anybody else hearing that?
Boom.
Roasted. Well, I kind of knew. Look, because we had found out a long time ago, natural doesn't actually really mean anything. Legally speaking, they can say natural. That holds them to no guidelines whatsoever. It's whatever you decide that is. Organic is the word, but with the way they change words around now, I'm like, ugh. Just like all the deodorants change, so they caught on that people don't want,
That's right.
What is it? I don't remember. They don't want, this one chemical in their deodorants. So now they're all like aluminum free. But then it's the parabens that you have to look for,
Paraffins.
It's the paraffin. That's right. And so, it's just
if it's not one thing, it's going to be another. Because they're going to have to adulterate it in order to make money. That's the game. You know what I mean? So
you just don't do it.
Changing gears.
Oh, fine.
Insects could give meaty taste to food and help environment, scientists find.
Is that really changing gears?
Flavorings made from mealworms could one day be used on convenience food as a source of protein.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And some folks are just like, yeah, no big deal, man.
I give that to my chickens. That's food for my foods.
Insects can be turned into meat-like flavors, helping provide a more environmentally friendly alternative to traditional meat options, scientists have discovered. Yeah. They're just trying to get it into your food. They want you to eat bugs. At the end of the day, that's just another part.
Look, there was this article we saw in passing the other day that said something about your stomach acid doesn't want to be like, or what was it there? Something about like something in you is trying to get out. I don't know. It was very alien sounding. It was terrible. And this just, I don't like any of it. Keep your bugs.
Yeah, I don't want any bugs. Woman sues psychiatrist for approving gender transition after just one meeting. Whoa. Yikes. How about that?
Wow. Can we watch that?
I'm going to see if there's a video.
Y'all.
No, it's just...
No. Oh.
Yeah, this is the story about it.
All right. Jay, well, do we want to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. An Australian woman who transitioned to male before realizing it was a mistake is suing a psychiatrist after he approved her female-to-male hormone treatment following a single meeting and later signed off on 2 surgeries to remove her breasts and uterus. Jay Langadinos, now 31, was just 19 when she first met Dr. Patrick Toohey, a veteran Sydney psychiatrist, in May 2010. The teen was referred to him by her endocrinologist to determine if she was suitable for a gender transition. So, anyway, as the story goes, she regretted it.
Yeah.
Now she's suing.
Which is like a high, frequency.
Prayers out to folks stuck in this, you know what I mean? Because can you imagine, not to be cruel, but the living hell that must be? You're
especially depending
stuck
on
in between...
how far into transition you've gone.
Exactly. Like if you've removed...
You can look into it, and the numbers are already out on that. That's my mom would say. You know what I mean? The jury's out on that. Right. You know what I mean?
So my prayers for those.
The surgery didn't work that well.
Oof.
Let's see. All right, now hold on. Okay.
Is
SeaWorld denies creating hybrid Jurassic World type orcas in mating program.
First of all, the fact that we're even at a place where this has to be speculated is concerning.
Golf and Guns, what's up, bro?
How long until they're wanting to bring extinct animals back? Is Jurassic Park going to happen in my lifetime? That would be cool. Could we do that before?
I just feel that if you have to make this article, that maybe you were caught doing something that required an article. Okay.
Okay, let's read. I can't wait. SeaWorld. Hey, I need every detail. SeaWorld has hit back at allegations from an ex-trainer that it bred hybrid subspecies of orca that would never exist in the wild. The attraction says the claims are wild. See what they did there? Play on words. Okay, scroll down. SeaWorld, nope, that's it, has denied claims that they created a hybrid Jurassic World-style orcas before their mating program was ended. All right, that's a bit of a jump here, Star, okay? All right, just because we have 2 subspecies of orcas doesn't make it a Jurassic World. This wasn't a pterodactyl,
it is orca. The Daily Star. It's like, I thought it was known to be like a...
I needed a bigger bridge than this. I'm sorry. I'm too big for this
Is it too much of a stretch?
I'm going to continue reading in case it changes my mind, but I'm very skeptical. It comes after their former orca trainer, John Hargrove, alleged... Whoa, what if they have been breeding Jurassic Park orcas? And
we've been reporting on more orca attacks.
Right, and all the trainers that wanted to tell got sleeping with the fishes by Tilikum,
with the mammal fishes.
That's right, because Tilikum is the Jurassic Park world. Okay, anyway, back to reality. It comes after their former orca trainer, John Hargrove, alleged the popular attraction was trying to produce more whales as tourist attractions. He claims that subspecies of orcas that would never cross paths in the wild were forced to mate when the park still had a breeding program. Hargrove, who worked at the attraction for 20 years, is most known for his role in the bombshell documentary Blackfish, which investigated the deaths caused by captive orca Tilikum, as above mentioned by me.
Affirmation. Okay, so...
Anyway, I was trying to make it a little bit more interesting. It's not really that interesting.
I agree, MLP. Can we stop these Frankenstein experiments with animals? Makes me sad.
Okay, but I will say,
Free
oh my
Willy!
gosh, you're so right. Because I'm like, look at people, look at online dating. You're crossing people that never would have crossed in the wild. All right, but then look at what the outcome is, So maybe you're
massive divorce rates and Sergeant and Greenleaf, what's up? What's up? Golf and Guns, what's up, brother? Draper One, what's up, man? Brofist.
I should have been a journalist. Did you see how quick I just transitioned from Jurassic World orcas to
great.
Online dating?
Excellent.
I could work for the Daily Star, babe.
Are you ready for this, guys? Okay. Always watching. Future criminals could be monitored by chips in their brains, man. Experts claim. Not me, experts.
This feels like that one movie with Tom Cruise.
This reminds me of mini movies, okay?
So many movies.
All right, so when you see the dude on the street with the sign and he's all hollering about how he knows about how they really want to put brain chips in your,
I feel like a lot of homeless crazy folks need apologies.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but criminals could be tracked and controlled via brain chip monitoring in the future, according to neurotechnology law experts. I totally see this as being a thing. If this sounds far-fetched to you, I don't know. I definitely see them trying this somewhere in the future.
They already are. I mean, kind of, sort of, with the ALS.
This doesn't seem that far-fetched.
It's not. It is not.
Yeah, so, we heard that one of our parolees was acting up over there down on 5th Street.
Does that get
and
taken out
I pressed his little red button, and we went and picked him up. And because they can track him, they can zap him.
Does that get taken out if you are done with parole?
Perhaps. Maybe it's biodegradable. And it breaks down inside of you safely.
Yeah, safely. Wink, 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 wink.
Brain chips have applications in improving deteriorated health, but are not at a state where healthy people would benefit from them. Neurotechnology is the field of outfitting electronic devices for integration with the nervous system, while wargaming the possibilities of neurotechnology impacting the law. Dr. Alan McKay theorized that the courts could force criminals to adopt microchips for monitoring or controlling behavior and a report for the Law Society, which freaks me out in a way. It freaks me out to think that because in a lot of ways there's a private prison system. They're privately owned.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I don't know about my state necessarily, but just think about a private prison, and they have different tags, different brain chips.
Right.
Oh, dude.
But look, Isabel even says no chipping allowed. It's against human rights. So let's hope that continues.
I hope. What's up, Isabel?
I'd like to opt out of crazy. I'm okay with going back to the 90s. Yeah.
Please.
The 1900s,
Let's go back to the 1900s.
I would have loved to have lived in the 1900s.
Party like it's 1997.
I did live in the 1900s.
Okay. On the contrary, a criminal could use brain chip implantation as a means of avoiding sentencing. You'd take it as a deal. Instead of going to jail for 25 years, you take a chip in your head.
And we'll know every time you do anything.
Well, I mean, you want to go to jail for 25 years, or you want a chip in your head?
That is...
They're going to put it up on a table like that.
A difficult
And then you're going to have violent people go back and, they'll be able to keep track of their recidivists. You know what I mean?
Right.
An offender, it's like Suicide Squad. They're like hired bad guys to do, you know what I mean? Oh, man. And I went too far on that. But what I mean is that they put a chip in the Suicide Squad folks.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. And if
yeah.
they didn't act right, they blow their head up or
that's
something.
Right.
Yep. Something
that's
like
right.
that.
You're right. Wow.
We were there, man. We were there.
That's hilarious.
An offender with expert witness support might argue in their plea in mitigation that they have satisfactorily dealt with a mental condition that had a role in their offending by way of neurotechnology intervention. Okay, I didn't pick much of that up, but hopefully you guys did. Dr. McKay wrote that. Dr. McKay also speculates on the risk of neurotechnology hacking by threat actors and claims of hacking by defendants. Hold up. So, because,
Nope. I'll pass.
It's not saying that it's the best, most secure technology. It's just their technology.
So if somebody hacks
and someone
your
could
mind,
hack a whole bunch of prisoners' brain chips.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst thing in the world that could happen.
Oh man. Oh,
well,
man.
not in the world, but that's terrible.
1997 was amazing, wasn't it? Hunter x Angler, Anaconda came out.
I was in a flood that year.
Anaconda came out. Okay. J-Lo was a big thing.
I also made some bad hair choices.
Spice
that year.
Girls.
Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty fly. That was my first.
That was
CD.
pretty fly.
That was my first CD ever.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what it was.
It was Pimp.
They gave it to me for my birthday. I was like, "What the heck is this?
Tight.
What is this crap you've given me? Where's the cassette? Why didn't you give me the cassette? I have a cassette player."
Calculator watch.
Paula, jeez. Anyway.
Kimberly.
No, Kim wasn't there.
There were Kimberlys. There were a lot of Kimberlys.
Yeah. Well, my stepmom was Kimberly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The plot of Demolition Man, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Except for the cryogenesis stuff.
I don't want to think about this anymore.
In that eventuality, the law would have to consider how this form of hacking did or did not fit into the scopes of defenses.
How far could hacking, you know what I mean? Because if it can control, look, go up. It says, stop, go back down a little, hold on. It says, hold on, the political merge. I'm seeing, it means avoiding sense. Scroll back up, I'm sorry. I'm looking at, because it said something about it would help control moods. Controlling behavior. So
monitoring or controlling behavior.
Right. So
but they don't tell you how they control.
Right. So if they can control behavior,
they just keep zapping the medulla oblongata.
And it can get hacked. That's no good combination. You know what I mean?
Aim and dial up.
I don't even know what that means. That's way beyond my head. Okay, continue. Keep going. AP.
Okay, let's get into some more. Amazon keeps growing, and so does its cache of data on you.
Not me.
Not me. They don't like us no more. They kicked us out, regardless of years of Prime membership.
That's right.
Okay, one kerfuffle, and they kick us. You know what? I tell you what.
That's right. That's
okay,
right.
you guys.
It wasn't even our kerfuffle.
It was their mistake. Anyway, from what you buy online to how you remember tasks to when you monitor your doorstep, Crazy. Amazon is seemingly everywhere.
And now in your robot, in your vacuum cleaner.
And it appears the company doesn't want to halt its reach anytime soon.
Whoa.
In recent weeks, Amazon has said it will spend billions of dollars in 2 gigantic acquisitions that, if approved, will broaden its ever-growing presence in the lives of consumers.
Okay, hold on, stop.
Globally.
I have two memes in my head. First one, the Hobbit one where he's like, after all, why shouldn't I have it? Why shouldn't I have all the power? You know, so that's Amazon, right? Like, after all, why shouldn't I have it? Why shouldn't I have it?
Why shouldn't it be mine?
Yeah. Okay, and then second one, if approved. Oh yeah, so then you have a Game of Thrones meme where they're going to the Iron Bank, you know, and like, please approve us for these billions of dollars.
This time, the company is targeting 2 areas. Healthcare, through its $3.9 billion buyout of the primary care company, One Medical, hello, wink wink, and the Smart Home, where it plans to expand its already mighty presence through a $1.7 billion merger with iRobot, hello, the maker of the popular robotic Roomba vacuum.
Roomba,
you know,
I can't roll my R's. Fun fact.
Roomba. No.
You don't have to rub it in.
Roomba.
Knock it off. Show
Okay.
off.
All right.
I can't do it.
Perhaps unsurprisingly for a company known for its vast collection of consumer information, both mergers have heightened enduring privacy concerns about how Amazon gathers data and what it does with it. The latest line of Roombas, for example, employ sensors that map and remember a home's floor plan, guys.
Yo, word in
so
the
they
chat.
know what the inside of your house looks like. They know what you have in your house looks
That's
like.
right.
They can tell what your heartbeat is doing based on your little defibrillator monitor. And you know.
Word in the chat is Walmart's worth more than Poland. That's
Whoa.
That's a fun little tidbit. I might have to look that up later. Isabel, you're just a delightful wealth.
Hey,
of
this ties
knowledge
into your
tonight.
project. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I've never used Amazon. No way, man.
No way.
No way.
Stormy, props to you.
Yeah.
Can we get an F in the chat for Stormy? I'm gonna F in the chat for Stormy. That's
F in the
awesome.
chat. Lonely F.
No, not a lonely F.
Let's not let Tiffany's chat be lonely here.
Well, it wasn't self-conscious about being lonely until you called it out.
Called it out.
I'm gonna make my own unlonely F.
Okay.
There you go, bud.
It's acquiring this
got
vast set of data that Roomba collects about people's homes, and Ron Knox, an Amazon critic who works for the Anti-Monopoly Group Institute for Local Self-Reliance, its obvious intent through all the other products that it sells to consumers is to be in your home, and along with the privacy issues come the antitrust issues because it's buying market share.
Wow.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. An eBay guy.
Yeah.
I get it. Totally get it. I'm an Amazon guy.
Let's be an eBay people now.
I would like research and like, everything I have.
Work around.
So much of my stuff has come from Amazon. It's not funny.
I know.
Okay.
But we don't have to be that anymore.
We're not that anymore, but
We're
not by
rejected.
choice. I tell you what, doggone it, if I could, I would order me some crap.
Amazon, call me. I miss you. No, don't call me. It's probably a scam. I probably won't answer.
We probably would have Amazon back if we didn't watch so many scam videos.
Yeah, because look, all the calls get redirected to you know where, okay? And I don't want to be the one to say anything, but I don't think your name is Sam. And second of all...
Or Roger, or David. Okay, no, it probably totally is. Probably totally is. Moving on, guys, okay? Hey, no judgment here, okay? We love you.
I'm just overly cautious on who I call. I don't even look. We'll post things for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and people will be like, send me your phone number. We're like, nah, that's all right.
Duck, if you're here, homie, you got to check this out for the boat. All right, man? Charcuterie is dead. It's all about that snackle box.
Yes!
Okay? Gummy bears, Ritz, Club, okay?
That is fancy. Look, you got... Oh, yeah.
Salami. You got
There's a pickle over there.
a pickle. You got olives. You
some
got pepperoni.
raisins.
You got pepper jack. Okay? You got pretzels. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a very important fishing
Olives. Some
accessory.
Sort of nut.
Okay?
Are those like a Reese's? Yeah, that's Reese's.
You got to get out there. You got to kick the trolling motor on, and then you got to pop this out.
That's right.
You get your line in the water,
That's right. Snackle box. Oh my gosh, this is delightful. Well done. Well done.
A grown-up Lunchable.
Yeah.
This is an excellent idea, guys. Okay.
Like some sweaty meat and cheese.
Amazon owns
You
Ring.
put it in a cooler, guys. You got to put it in the cooler, okay? You don't want it to get sweaty. It's gonna be bad.
The wife is making them for the beach trip coming up. Yes,
Awesome.
indeed.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so Tiff saw
to
this.
do.
This is yours.
Yeah, this is motivating for me.
Can I read this real quick?
Yeah.
Most of our unconscious programming is done in the first 7 years of life, and the rest is done through tactics like social conditioning and state-sanctioned education. It is our responsibility as conscious and sovereign adults. Ooh, right there, you lose a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, sovereign, oh, my rights," So a lot of people are like, so why is that? That's programming. It's dismissive. If you immediately think
Right.
of stuff like that, you got to be careful. Adults to undo this programming.
Right.
Okay.
So start loss hurt. So like whenever, look, I heard of it as cognitive dissonance, but here's the stages of deprogramming.
The top left is cognitive dissonance. That's where how you think things work.
Right.
Kind of gets a little broke.
And let's not lose sight of the fact that this is, for all intents and purposes, a meme. But dang if it ain't relatable.
Right.
Okay.
It's a meme.
So.
Okay. But it's
loss
hilariously
happens.
relatable.
Then you go through shock, then numbness, then denial, then a little bit of emotional outburst. Oh, we're seeing that as a mass scale.
Oh, just wait. We have plenty of that.
Oh, that's where society is right now. Look, oh no, we have so much.
We have to
farther
ask
down
ourselves.
to go.
We have to ask ourselves. You see emotional outbursts, and then you look at the economy and how that's doing. And I have just a bunch of videos of emotional outbursts. This is a mob of youth storming a McDonald's. You know what I mean? We'll get into that later. We're seeing a lot of emotional outbursts. I would love to hear a report from officers on the street who are dealing with how many reports of these just bad behavior.
Right. Landon and I.
Okay.
So
I mean, we're not even halfway through yet.
Okay, go back to my bell curve.
Okay.
So emotional outbursts, which you could argue that there's a lot of people there. Anger, fear, searchings, as in like looking for information, looking for what you really need to be looking for is Jesus in those times for sure.
Yes.
But watch out, because that's the same time that the enemy is going to be after you. So I plead to you, please just open your Bible. Disorganization, panic, loneliness, which then goes to guilt and isolation, right? So that's the bottom, right? And then it goes, from loneliness goes up to depression. So it's a little bit of improvement.
And then re-entry troubles.
Right. Like getting back into, okay, I'm done being home. Like, let's go do stuff. We just have a new way of doing it, and then new relationships and new strengths and new patterns and hope and affirmation and helping others. And that's really awesome. And I feel like we're coming up on that other side, which is like new strengths, new patterns, help,
that's right.
Affirmation. And that is just really awesome. But I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. What do you guys think? Or is it just total baloney? You think it's
just
baloney?
Funny.
I didn't think it was baloney or funny. I thought that was relatable.
So tell me what this is.
Okay. Starlink.
What in the heck? Dude, hold on. That is not. Those are not planes.
I told you guys, it's extraterrestrials. They're here to suck our blood and turn the frogs.
The pedophile ring, Hollywood.
I have the dossier right here.
They're all interdimensionally connected.
Bro, that's insane.
That gets me every time. Oh, man.
Giraffe demonstrates stages of grief, response to change.
That reminds me of this video.
Are you saying to look that up? This is hilarious. That sounded just like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I'll just say.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Dude, what in the heck? Dude, hold on. That is not. Those are not planes.
I told you guys, it's extraterrestrials. They're here to suck our blood and turn the frogs.
The pedophile ring, Hollywood.
I have the dossier right here.
They're all interdimensionally connected.
That gets me every time, man.
There's this one meme that's like most parents like, honey, or like a kid's like, Mom, there's a monster under my bed, and most parents are like, honey, monsters aren't real, it's fine. And then me as a parent, it's Alex Jones, they're not monsters, they're here on Earth, they're among us already, like they're aliens, they're already here, like.
All right, so bad attitudes. All right.
Yeah.
Number 2. Here we go. Let's check it out.
Reject it.
Reject it. Reject all negativity.
Are you? Stay away from the other people. You.
I grade that knife hand a 10 out of 10, perfect execution, and it resulted in the desired outcome. Carry on. Outstanding work.
Are you? Stay away from the other people. You.
I grade that knife hand a 10 out of 10, perfect execution, and it resulted in the desired outcome. Carry on. Outstanding work.
That's right.
I thought that was good.
That's good.
Just a little something I came across. Okay, so I'm just going to read the meme. Please let me use... Okay, wait. Please let me use the CERN Large Hadron Collider. I am normal and can be trusted with a demonic technology unlike anything the world has ever seen.
And he tweeted that?
Elon Musk tweeted that. So,
okie dokie.
right. So, I don't know what that has to do with price tea in China. You tell me what you think it means.
Well, there was an article that said they definitely cannot open a portal to hell with CERN, so no need to worry.
And definitely smash that like and subscribe if you haven't. Comment below.
On that comment?
To the rewatchers, what's up, guys?
Hilarious.
Anyway.
We come to you from the future.
From the future.
We're doing stuff right now never mind, I'm just going to stop there.
I spent $70,000 on plastic surgery to look like a Ken doll and want more.
No, he's addicted to pain pills, okay? That's the problem, all right? Look, there's cheaper ways, I think.
Oh, boy. All right, so back to this mob.
Nottingham, England.
Right, so Nottingham, England. Okay.
I thought y'all were better than this. It does a little bit feel like they don't really know what they're doing. Like, okay, we've seen the Americans get really angry here, and here's what we do. We go to the counter and we demand you hand me that burger.
If Ken looked like that, Barbie would have dumped his non-autonomically correct
That's right. What's up, Kelly?
What's up, Kelly?
Like, they go over one at a time, grab one burger. I'm just gonna get that one burger. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, is it like a robot spitting out McDonald's food? I mean, there has to be people in there making it for them. If you scare the people away, there's no food. So,
oh, no. Oh, okay, so you go one at a time. So it's
I don't know.
You want them in a state of, like, panic, but not sheer terror. Otherwise, they'll stop working.
Robbing a McDonald's. Give them the fry oil first. I seriously, though, will take your fry oil. I'm pretty sure I can run it in my diesel.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I have not wanted McDonald's so bad in a minute.
Hey, we have been fighting it. Every time we pass by McDonald's, we say, "Not today, Satan!"
Well, that's right. We literally say it.
Not today, Satan!
All right, this doesn't make me want it. Not at all.
Switch gears.
Even though they're very polite when they protest.
So we're back to these girls. You guys remember these girls, right? Oh, police made no arrests, but heaven forbid you retweet Facebook hurtful meme, right?
Oh.
What is pushing folks to this limit?
Look, go back to your bell. Go back to your bell. Okay. All right, there you go. So their emotional outbursts, anger, fear. All right.
Ah, okay.
But look you got a long way down to go. Long way down.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, great. Now
I'm not going to lean on that. Don't worry, guys. It'll be fine.
Absolutely lost where I was. There we are.
Oh, my mama. Is that your mama right there, though? What's wrong with y'all? She said. When you act silly and your mother has to come fetch you and your hair.
Oh.
That's right.
Brace yourselves for this next one.
Okay. Oh, no.
It's rather rough. This poor girl here, she's like,
I'm just going to zone out. I'm just going to zone out. And the poor guy, he's like, he's holding her purse, so you can tell he's chivalrous, but you don't know in this situation, should she sit closer? Should you sit closer? I don't know.
This is a clear example of come out of her, my people, and be not partakers of her sins or her plagues.
That's right.
You don't have to deal with this if you're trying to raise a few goats and chickens out in the country. You know what I mean?
Usually.
You folks that live out in the county or out in the parish know what I'm talking about.
Usually.
Come take a trip to the floor, see Prince doing better. Most niggas from the house and then they call the police. Come take a trip to the floor, see. with Janisha, smoking trees with a bitch named Katrina, ass fat, and you know want to beat up. Let's beat up.
I start to and these weird videos that keep coming out. We cover them on the Clown World Twitter. I start to find myself more and more, you know, is this what they meant by progressive? Because I'm finding myself more and progressively more confused as to what we're dealing with here. And as these videos come out,
right,
you know, that's kind of the most shocking part is like, what are we dealing with here?
Right.
Like, what's going
with,
on?
Like, what are you supposed to do? Because on one hand, like, I want to call, like, I feel like, you know, you're supposed to call evil out and be like, no, like, I reject this spirit. But people, you're also not supposed to, like, we have a verse actually to read that says, you know, like, do not reject the sinner. And so, I struggle with what to do, you know, because this literally feels like hear no evil, see no evil, you know, speak no evil. You're just ignoring it. But how do you stop that? You know, so I don't know. You just got to take it to God.
That's right. But she looks drained. Like, this is literally, like, draining her. You know what I mean?
Right.
You shouldn't be around that. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know, so there's a place and a time, and, like, you know what I mean?
Mental illness is misunderstood, yeah, but mental illness is also manufactured.
That's right.
And so...
and they create the drugs to control it. You know what I mean? They make the
something
problem, reaction, solution.
Right. Alright, anyway, we can continue.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot more to show.
Right.
Because this, like, let's say, for instance, here, maybe that person did look like they suffered from long-term mental disability and stuff.
I don't even
However, changing gears,
Right.
this seems to be like someone who doesn't necessarily suffer from a lot of long-term...
Is just having an emotional outburst.
But, you know, you know, anyone.
Right.
Anyone, doesn't matter
That's
what
right.
you look like. I know, and I understand that, but I'm talking about specifically this here is an outburst.
And I'm not even judging the people. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to be on that bus or subway because I wouldn't want my kids to like that. My daughter would be so like, what is going on? You know, we don't.
And we try to protect.
Yeah, we don't even. She gets freaked out by Halloween decorations at the store.
Not freaked out, but we just
She
try
don't
to
like
keep her
seeing
from
it. Yeah,
unnecessary
she's like,
evil
"That
or
looks-"
unnecessary wicked. You know.
Right. Okay, the spirit hands at the end. I'll admit, at first, I did think that this was kind of a performance because the spirit hands at the end, like you can tell she's done some cheerleading or something.
Right.
You know, she's probably just tired, hungry, been dealing with traveling forever, and like can't take it. And this is what you see, but we gotta
watch.
Boom! That was the spirit hand.
Okay.
So.
Right. Just.
Anywho.
All right. So this is somewhere like, what is happening? Because it's like it spreads in this situation here.
Right.
It's like it progressively gets.
All right. First of all, fishing is serious.
Oh yeah,
I get
that.
I get told that I did not get the biggest fish when I know I got the biggest fish bill.
Especially a kingfish tournament.
Yeah, right.
But it turns into a brawl.
Whoa, hey, yo, y'all chill out. Hey, y'all chill out. Hey, Romper Man, chill out.
It just keeps spreading.
Get off of him. Just get off of him. Y'all back up.
Look, it doesn't look. It progresses even worse.
Hey,
Bam, bam. Wham! Wham! Bam! 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 Dude, that dude tore him up. That's terrible.
I ain't never seen anything like this.
I'm pretty sure after everybody sobered up, they all laughed about this and maybe had a burger or another beer. Perhaps.
You reckon?
No, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what it was about. But everybody's going crazy, you know?
A dollar store manager in Red in Bronx, New York City, witnessed multiple thefts in her store on August 14th. She called police multiple times when she tried to stop two thieves herself. She was beaten and choked.
Ugh.
The attack happened at the Family Dollar on Webster Ave. No volume, but you can
good.
see
I'm glad.
that the lady in red, this
Poor
is the manager.
lady. Oh, Lord bless her.
Right. I mean, I don't even. I mean, what?
Oh my God.
Because this isn't these people's normal behavior. This is like some kind of like negative.
Right. What is this?
Wickedness is increasing, I think, and the love for many is growing cold.
I pray for her. I pray for her store. And her
I pray for her
safety.
healing.
Yep.
You know. And you know, in the future, if it isn't your stuff, you know, just call the cops, and that's all you can do.
Yeah. Well, it's her store though.
It's a Family Dollar, I guess. I don't know.
Dollar store
I don't
manager.
know. You know.
Okay.
Jeez.
Goodness.
Switching gears.
Yeah. Life ain't worth no Family Dollar.
This
crap.
one I don't understand, and I'm so sorry for showing so much chaos. I don't mean to.
Now this one is one that no, it's not. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
I mean, what is this? A Chuck E. Cheese?
I believe I saw this about a year ago or so, but that's what I'm saying is it's like this is just now circulating, and so you see a lot, and the people who posted it may not even know that it's old, but you know, you see a lot of old drama circulating, so then it's just constantly out there, and you know, so just, you know, take it to heart that though things you see are disturbing and upsetting, some of them are from long ago, and tempers have long since cooled down, and you know. Yeah, this was at like a Chuck E. Cheese, I think, or something, it looks like. Oh, maybe not.
That's insane. So, absolutely wasted. This is from Cat's Herd on Twitter. Paul Pelosi DUI video was released.
Oof.
If you want. Before I'll let you start. You can try the test with both feet. I'll give you like a pre-trial run, for lack of a better term. You can try it with both feet, see which one you feel more comfortable with, and then once you're ready, just let me know. Are you sure you could complete the test? Okay. Because I really don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself. That's the last thing I'll do. Right, but that defeats the whole purpose of the test, grabbing onto a throw card. You seem pretty shaky on your legs, and I don't want you to fall over. So. Right.
That's super boring, but I think he's wasted.
Yeah, he definitely seems, but pleasant, you know.
All right, now this is not a joke. Another day in the crap lib gun-free zones. Tony's Touch Auto Detail. We are located in Chicago, Illinois. Don't ask, don't tell. 100 star eyes. We don't ask questions. We get the job done. Blood emoji. Emergency details. Blood emoji. Start at $200 plus. Inbox us about your car today. Okay? We don't ask no questions. Don't ask, don't tell. Emergency detail. Okay?
Wow.
This is some John Wick level stuff right here, guys.
No joke.
Okay.
$200. That's, I mean, like, John Wick was paying like a whole, you know,
Gold coin.
yeah, Kruger or something like.
Yeah, that would have been like $2,500
No,
per body.
right. Like, these guys are really underselling their skill, you know?
You guys, this is crazy.
All you can do is kind of laugh at it. Don't let it get you down. You know, you got to look out for the stuff that's going on, because there are a few important things.
Well, don't you remember? They shot my arm off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That dude had a car like this, and
That's right.
perhaps
That's
they
right.
drop him off at the hospital. Oh, well, I will say this. It was a stolen BMW. However, it was a brand new BMW, so somebody
Right.
had to detail it. It's
Yeah.
got to be somebody who wants to do it.
Imagine if the
And I'll tell you, the
driver-
key to success is you find something nobody else wants to do, and you do it.
Yeah.
And you do it better than anyone else in town. And before inflation, words like that, you could have actually made something.
That's right.
Okay, but now you might get your bills paid.
That's right.
Anywho, moving on. Boom. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, you know, I do like to see green energy. You know, I'm not anti-green energy. It's better when they don't, you know, run on gas or oil. But, you know, I understand you gotta keep up appearances.
Hopeful.
This seems legitimate, you know.
I think it's hopeful, but
How much energy is it producing?
probably not much.
See, what they really need to do is...
Where are all the batteries? Right there underground? Where does this power go?
Well, hold on. They're going to draw you a picture right now. See?
Okay.
There's your wind. Whoosh! Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Right.
Now it's Istanbul. But it used to be Constantinople.
That's right. Cinnamon 1.
You know you're singing it.
Boom. That's right. All right, guys, are you ready for this? What do you think this is? Making fake lettuce, which is usually displayed in the windows of restaurants, so you know what you're going to eat.
Yeah, so this is weird to me because it's like uncanny how realistic that looks.
Just wait.
Also, I want to try it. Like, not to eat it, I want to try to make it.
We're going to play with it.
Yeah.
No sound. Sorry.
We don't need sound.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Is it wax? Is that what it is? Oh, is it wax?
So then, you don't think that they would ever put anything
'Cause look
like
how-
this in your food, right? Because there's wax in chocolate, right? So obviously a certain amount is edible. And if you're used to kind of a wet, crunchy texture taste anyway, I don't know.
I don't think that they're... I'm just saying it's crazy how they can make fake-looking food. You know? So...
Really? That's where your line is drawn?
What?
That you don't think that they would do that?
Oh, we've probably been eating a lot of fake food
That's
that we
right.
just accepted is not, you know...
Right.
UW Medicine falsely claimed a study showed gender-inclusive care led to rates of depression plummeting. I obtained emails showing that staff didn't correct false reporting about the study because it received such positive coverage.
Oh, about that? Yeah.
We just didn't want to tell everybody because it went over so well.
I don't know if you got the memo, but that wasn't the right number used.
I wonder, is it going to say that, like, because what happens is it's the opposite of depression plummeting. It's like
Right.
depression skyrockets.
Well, I think you might see a short-term win, long-term lose in that situation.
I always thought detailing with the nice painted strips on the outside of the car and the painted flames never knew it was cleaning inside of the car. Yeah.
Oh, yep. This channel is very good. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Isabel.
Tell me what your thoughts about
Thanks
this
for your
are.
comments and participation.
The planet Venus through Nikon P900, it's inside the firmament in the waters above.
Yeah, so what do you think that looks like?
So they're saying that this is footage from a Nikon P900, and it's the planet Venus.
It looks like, okay, if you put sand on a petri dish and then you play it at certain vibrations, the sand moves like collectively in different patterns.
I guess it does kind of look like water, but it looks really like gas out of a lighter.
Yeah, you're right.
To me. Wonder how well those roadside turbines will work if the WEF succeeds in getting rid of private vehicles. Exactly. At which point, what would be the point?
You know, the Bible says that there's prisons.
It's Prison of the Stars.
Yep.
Yeah, look it up. It also says that the firmament showeth his handiwork.
That's right.
Anywho. Moving into some of the word for this evening and closing.
Leaving on a good note.
Yeah. Philippians 4:6, evident to all the Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts, your minds in Christ Jesus.
Okay, hold on. Before we just move on. Listen, this has come to us so
and speaking
many times
as a heart
today.
patient, I can't tell you how wildly important it is for you to guard your heart and go to God, and for God to guard your heart.
That's right.
You know?
But you know, like, look, for women especially, it's so hard. I'm a controlling person, I suppose. I want to be in control, and I don't need to be in control. God is in control, and so he doesn't need my help. And you know, that was
That's right.
Sarah's problem. Is that Sarah
Sarah
felt,
and Abraham.
Sarah felt like that, you know, she really wanted Abraham to be a father, and she didn't want to wait on God's word. And so she said, you know, she gave Hagar to Abraham, her handmaid, and they had Ishmael. And Ishmael was, you know, a good son, but that was not the promised son that was not the son that God had promised Abraham. And eventually Hagar and Ishmael were sent out. Now, not because of that, you know, it was at Sarah's request, but I'm just saying, Sarah felt like she needed to help, and it made things harder. And so I take that to heart, because I feel like, you know, I always want to help. And I have to stop, and I have to take my anxieties to God, and I have to give it to him and know that his timing is better than my own. Did that help you at all, babe?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry about that, man.
Continue.
Oh, man.
Sorry for my
back cracking.
soapbox.
Let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing.
Amen. I have been very pushed to read James lately. We started the other day.
Right.
It's not a big one.
Those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah.
Amen.
Loving everything out of Isaiah.
That's right. Receive that.
The Lord is my strength and my shield.
Yes.
Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong.
Right.
Ephesians.
That's right.
Jesus said, don't resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on your right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. The Lord heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalms again.
That's right.
Pray in the Spirit at all times and on every occasion. Every occasion.
Yes.
Okay? Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere. You don't know who to pray for? Everyone. Everywhere.
Right. All of your children,
you know,
God.
when? Every occasion. You know, how often? All times. All time.
That's right.
Keep that spiritual connection.
That's right.
To the Father.
Yep.
You know?
And
it's so easy to be distracted.
Right. But it's so easy to be uplifted too. You know, this weekend, so that whole re-entry troubles, we don't love going out. But
no,
we do.
I do. We do. We love going out. We don't love the level of acceptance. Basically, the plan, if let's just say the elites had a plan to create a cultural ghetto that spreads.
Right.
You know what I mean? we just don't like that. You know what I mean? We prefer the older times. A lot of you guys can catch on to that. That's why we're more agrarian.
Right.
You know, we watch content from older times.
But we're not alone. Look, I got to catch up with an old girlfriend of mine, and she was the same way. She was like, yeah, I get a little anxiety leaving the house, and I just don't like you don't know the people you're around, and so I struggle. I need to be more accepting and less judgmental, I suppose. Because I don't want to mislabel people or just write them off before I even give anybody a chance, you know, and not knowing their spirit. But at the same time, I feel like you should be able to, you know, take information you see and use that, you know, have discernment. So I need to take that to God. But point being, we went out this weekend to celebrate many, many birthdays coming up. Right. And, it felt like every step, it was the day that it was bad day gone wrong, you know, where it was like everything should have lined up to be a bad day, but it was just amazing. Every time we turned around, like, it's like, you know, we were led right to other Christians that made us feel very welcome and very, you know, tucked off. Where
That's
we didn't
because
feel
we asked
overwhelmed or
for him to make a path for us.
That's right.
And we ask for guidance and for him to lead us, you know, down his path and to protect us and to bless the people on our path.
Well, then might I recommend that because it was a blessing. It was like everywhere we went, even down to the waitress, you know, who was from some small town north, in the city. You know, she had her cross on. She was the most she was so sweet and polite. It was amazing. Anyway, I'll stop rambling.
No, go ahead. We still got more time to ramble.
It was just, it was really reassuring, and it felt like, I don't know, it felt like, you know, God was walking with us. Like, I know you're not comfortable, but it's okay. I've got you, you know.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All those who practice it have a good understanding.
Amen.
Psalms.
Amen.
1110. Anyway. Okay. Changing gears. All right, so that's it for us. With on that side, all the news and whatnot. Coming up, we're going to be working more on solar.
Please.
We're building a shed, a bigger chicken coop, a shed that we're going to convert into a better chicken coop for our. Currently, we have 12 egg-laying chickens, and we have 12 chicks. That we just got, that you guys may have seen a video for. We've been trying to take you guys, whoever wants to hang out with us on a video form. We've been trying to do like a vlog style. I don't know what it is. We might just upload any random thing. But so to show that, you know, we want to be productive.
Yep.
We want to, you know, to pertain unto the things that the Lord wants us to pertain unto and not focus on negativity.
That's right.
You know, and be overtaken by, you know, that's exactly what they're trying to do. And I mean, we talked about this before, but that's the whole point of the enemy, is like a negative energy, and it's the difference between a bad day. You know, those bad days, sometimes bad days can be really bad, and that's just their whole goal. So you stay focused on Jesus and go to the Father through his Son. Okay, that's how he wants it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And tell the Lord what you need. You don't have to worry about anything.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you bring your requests to him, and his peace will then be with you and cover you, and it transcends everything that we can understand. And we need that, and we need to constantly stay focused on that. I'm speaking to my believers. You know what I mean? Because just pay attention to anyone that isn't necessarily walking in the Spirit, connected to Christ, talking to the Lord, trying to have a relationship. There's a vile, vicious, venomous kind of negativity, and that's what I'm talking about. That's that energy.
But don't let that pass to you, right?
Don't let that pass you. Reject it. Don't receive it at all, because we need to be positive and moving forward and constructive.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're trying to grow children, chickens, goats.
The Lord's word never goes back, or never comes back void.
Never comes back void.
So, anyway, y'all have a very lovely evening.
We'll be doing, all kinds of stuff, bro. It's thou shalt not murder, not kill. You can kill something to eat it as long as it's not cloven-footed. That's right.
Yep.
Let's see. In fact, Jesus said to his disciples when he was sending them to towns before him to prepare a place for him to go, he would instruct them, eat anything that they put before you.
That's right.
So like, don't judge them, because some folks in the world, especially back then, ate some crazy stuff.
That's right. And before,
you know, monkey brains, all kinds of stuff, and that would offend. You know,
that would be considered dirty or
to a Jew.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right.
And
unclean.
That's right. And he was like, nope, don't judge them. Don't judge their food. Well, he didn't say that. I don't want to put words in his mouth. What he said was, eat anything they put before you. That's whatever they put before you.
And if you're worried about it before you enter, say, you know,
and the first thing you do when you enter somewhere,
that's right,
you say, peace be still.
That's right.
Okay? That's very important. I think that he was instructing them and also us.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's easy to forget to do that. I forget to do that all the time.
I keep meaning to start, and I literally have yet to do it. Even
Amen,
once.
Kelly, my sister. Bro fist high five. That is 100% accurate, precise. The reason Christians can eat meat is because humans were given dominion over the creatures of the earth and granted them as food, with some notable Old Testament exceptions, as well as, what does he say? Eat, drink, be merry.
That's right. Kelly's like, monkey brains are just a bad idea.
Well, I mean, they were in Indiana Jones. That's the only reason I bring them up, is because they were in the movie Indiana Jones. And I'm just trying to show, for instance, why Jesus might say, eat anything they put in front of you. Yep. Okay, so don't make a bicker about what their food is.
You'll never reach someone in love if you come at them from a place of, judgment or like, ew, that's, what you're doing is wrong. And I'm guilty of that sometimes. I really got to take that to the Lord, but I'm trying. I
want to say thank you so much to all of our friends that send us information, whether it be through Twitter, Gab, Instagram. You can follow us there. Let's see. I wanted to say thank you to the folks that have been encouraging to our little vlog experimental videos where, that's just a part of, we want to add that to the channel. You know what I mean? And it's definitely not for everybody.
That's right.
And I'm thankful that not everybody goes to those, to be quite honest, because we are rather real. Yeah. That's just, how we are. That's just what we do.
I'm real annoyed. Did you hear my giggle? I was so nervous when you were in the attic. I thought for sure you were going to fall.
You got indoor growing lights and dirt. That's awesome, Mary.
That is awesome, Mary.
That is very awesome.
Cow brains are a bad idea, too. Yeah, I even just stay away from brains,
Absolutely. I have to say,
so many jokes to be made at my expense.
My grandpa did go squirrel hunting, and he did make squirrel brains for...
he did not.
Yeah, he'd mix them in with eggs.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, I never ate them, but...
that is disgusting.
My sister ate them, and so did other family members, you know what I mean?
Okay, here I go with the judgments again. Crap. Okay.
Anyway, guys, look, we love you. We thank you so much for hanging out with us for another evening on Unspecified Podcast and Review. Tiff, you got anything?
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night, guys. And we will hopefully see you guys on the next one. I hope to see you in the comment sections of some of our little vlog videos, or, some of our activital videos.
That's right.
Where we're farting around and doing stuff. So anyway, with that, we love you guys. We hope you have a great evening. I'm praying for you guys. Please keep us in your prayers. And we will see you guys on the next episode of wherever we're at.
I really, truly hope you guys have a really good week. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for the encouraging words. I know Landon already said this, but y'all are very encouraging for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much for the encouragement and the support, guys. Please smash that like button if you feel so inclined, and share us with a friend. And we'll see you guys. Much love. Have a great night, guys.